Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today we are talking about SpongeBob on Amazon. But before we go any deeper, guys, just remember that at least one of my videos every week will not be coming to the YouTube channel. It will only be coming to my BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble channels. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you have not started following me on at least one of those three alternative sites, the links to those are down in the description below. Anyway, guys, let's get into this article from Screen Rant. And apparently, SpongeBob SquarePants is the most in-demand show on Amazon. SpongeBob SquarePants reigns supreme as Amazon Prime Video's most in-demand series for February 2022, with average sales up 65 times higher than usual. SpongeBob SquarePants tops the list of the most in-demand show on Amazon Prime Video last month. The Nickelodeon animated series has been airing since 1999, and its goofy premise has spawned hundreds of episodes and a handful of SpongeBob SquarePants films. The SpongeBob machine doesn't seem to be dying down anytime soon either, with Paramount Pictures planning more films and projects within the franchise. SpongeBob is responsible for countless quotable moments that are recognizable to most millennials, which is no easy feat for an animated children's show. The children's comedy series follows SpongeBob, an overly optimistic sea sponge who flips burgers and wreaks havoc around Bikini Bottom, usually along with his best friend Patrick Star. SpongeBob is prone to annoy his boss Mr. Krabs and his co-worker/neighbor Squidward Tentacles whenever he can. The other unique residents of the underwater town also play a role, from the devious plankton to the intelligent sandy cheeks. SpongeBob SquarePants has remained successful for its odd humor that is popular for people of all ages. And a lot of people could disagree with that. A lot of people said that the show really went down in quality after the movie came out. You know, that the movie is where it should have ended because that's when Steven Hillenburg left. But I think SpongeBob still had a few good seasons up to that point. I think the quality really started going down by like 2010, 2011-ish. That's just my personal opinion. According to data from Parrot Analytics via The Wrap, SpongeBob SquarePants is having a moment on Amazon Prime Video more than 20 years after its initial debut. In February 2022, the long-running show was the most in demand on the entire platform. In fact, the show reportedly saw 65 times more sales than average last month. While Amazon Prime is competing with platforms like Netflix and HBO Max to make original content that entices customers into paying monthly subscriptions, this data appears to prove that sometimes popular old content can also be a reliable staple for streamers. In addition, kids' content tends to be a major win for streaming platforms. The report indicates that more than 20% of Amazon Prime Video's most demanded shows were classified as children's content, so the genre is an important one for studios to pay attention to. It's likely that this data will also impact Amazon's decision to renew its licensing contract for SpongeBob SquarePants, since fans are continually interested in streaming SpongeBob content via their Prime Video subscriptions. However, now that Paramount Plus streaming service has found its footing, Nickelodeon might be forced to limit its deals with platforms under the same corporate umbrella. The studio has already planned to make future SpongeBob films to release via Paramount Plus and has developed exclusive spin-offs like The Patrick Star Show. Given this, Amazon might have to pay top dollar to Paramount Pictures for the streaming rights to the hit show, or risk losing a major moneymaker like SpongeBob SquarePants. And I'm going to say this right off the bat: I don't think Paramount and Nickelodeon are going to be stupid enough to pull SpongeBob off of Amazon, especially with all of their financial problems as of recently. You know, they're not as profitable as they need to be. So why are they gonna kill the golden goose at this point? But this article brings up a good point. You know, this data to prove that. Yeah, hold on. While Amazon Prime is competing with platforms like Netflix and HBO Max to make original content that entices customers into paying monthly subscriptions, this data appears to prove that sometimes popular old content can also be a reliable staple for streamers. And that's what a lot of these streaming services are missing out on, is the fact that it's the older content, it's the legacy shows that can really, really help them. Like, how many people stuck around on Netflix just to watch that 70s show before it got pulled? Now they're making that 90s show, but as of the recording and uploading of this video, that 70s show is still not on Netflix. And I just looked a couple of days ago. That 70s show has not returned to Netflix. So, you know, let all the other streaming services basically spend a butt-fuck ton of money on these originals that are going to get canceled in like 1 or 2 seasons anyway. Whereas some like Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus, HBO Max while they focus on the popular older, legacy content, that'll probably give them an edge over companies like Netflix that spend a butt fuck ton of money on a live action revival of Cowboy Bebop that no one asked for, and their shocked Pikachu face that it failed so miserably. But to close this off before I tangent off for way too long, this basically shows the power of nostalgia. Now, what I would personally like to know is what the SpongeBob sales like endure. Is it the entire show is up 65 times higher than usual, or is it only those first few seasons that most people covet? That's the only thing that this data is not going into, and that's the only thing I wish that we had known, is that is it what's the word I'm looking for? Is it standard across the board? Are the sales higher across the board, or is it only like seasons 1 through 5? Right around up to the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and then like 1 or 2 seasons after the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, or is it the entire thing? We don't know, because that's not being reported in this article, and I wish we knew. And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here before I drag this out way longer than it needs to be. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me long enough, you know I'm terrible at ending these videos. So I will just see you guys next time.